Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. Sometimes I'll repeat stories twice. I did that yesterday. It's not cute not knowing. Come on, let's hug it out. It's not cute not knowing, and now you're going to know, and I promise you I will only read you one story at a time. How you guys doing? Any iPhone people out there? October 13th, Apple will be announcing the new iPhone 12. What's different about this one? More cameras. It actually looks like the stove of an electric stove. That's what it looks like with the 4 cameras on the back, but get ready for a new iPhone 12. HBO Max is going to be launching an interesting project about the start of Essence Magazine. Back in 1968, Essence Magazine was started by 4 men. You had Cecil Hollingsworth, Jonathan Blount, Edward Lewis, Clarence Smith. They founded Essence Magazine, and it actually launched in 1970. Edward Lewis is going to be the executive producer of a drama series about how the magazine started in a post-civil rights era, not only focusing on the 4 men who started the magazine, but the women who were the creative forces. Back then, you had Ebony and you had Jet. So then you have this upscale women's magazine, which I really think came into its own with Susan Taylor, who just had a vision, and when she left, you knew it. Now, Essence is only published 6 times a year. There was a lot of stuff with the new owners. It was, for many of us, it was kind of like part of the fabric of our lives, and where an Essence magazine was a must. I know print is not in big favor like that, but there was a time. But this is coming to HBO Max, and can't wait to see it. Is Tyra Banks being set up to fail on Dancing with the Stars? Last night, she did a Steve Harvey. She announced the wrong person in the bottom 2. It was supposed to be 3. She told a couple they were safe. Then they had to tell them that you're not. Then they wound up being safe. Every week there's something. And a lot of people are not happy that she's replaced Tom Bergeron and she's the executive producer. I don't know if she's still trying to find her rhythm with the show, but every week it's something. And every week she's rushing Derek Huff to give his answer. I don't know why they can't get the timing. It's something about the pacing where they get to the end. Derek, say it now. Derek, tell us what it is. Something weird is going on. I don't really like the outfits. I don't know who the stylist is, but is she being set up to fail? Anne Heche, who used to date Ellen DeGeneres in the 90s, she got kicked off yesterday. Now, I was surprised because I thought she was going to be one of the ones who wins the big thing. They sent her home last night. She was mad. She stormed off. She got it together to do the press, but yesterday she was like, get out of my face. I can't believe y'all voted me off. Meanwhile, Nelly is over there. Nelly, be patient, because you're not that good a dancer. They're going to be sending you home. It just wasn't last night. Now, speaking of style, and this has been on my mind, Lonnie Love, from The Real, she does the WE TV show Bridezillas. She's a new spokesperson for Ashley Stewart's clothing. It's the best I've ever seen her look. I'm talking head to toe, because I don't like the outfits on The Real. She looks amazing. It's their holiday collection. Lonnie Love. Whew, she looks incredible from her head to her toe. So congratulations, Lonnie. Because before, it was just different. Tamron Hall, this early in the season, it's being renewed for season number 3. Congratulations to her. The latest issue of Elle magazine features Kamala Harris, the senator, on the cover for November. Here's a question, y'all. Could Hollywood lose money if they don't show more diversity in their movies? I know the Academy Award has come up with this thing. You're going to have diversity in front of the camera, diversity behind the scenes. But do you think that they would lose money if they just be like, if it doesn't look like what the country is, America, it's a melting pot. If it doesn't really look like what the country is. I read an article, where did I read it? I think it was like Hollywood Reporter, but I want to know what you think. Because when Black Panther came out, and there were people of other nationalities who didn't see Black Panther, and I couldn't understand why, people were in shock that it made that much money. And it was like, people felt represented, so they ran to the movie theaters to see this. But do you think that Hollywood will lose out on money by not showing more diversity? It was an interesting article. Lenny Kravitz, Let Love Rule. The book is out. What's amazing about this? It talks about life before he became Lenny Kravitz. When he was Romeo Blue, he had just married Lisa Bonet. He grew up in a biracial household, so it took him a while to find his identity. His mom was the late actress Roxy Roker. She played Helen Willis on The Jeffersons. She died in the 90s. Lenny says, this book is a love letter to my mom. Amazing story. A lot of people are still like, he and Al Roker are cousins? Yeah, Rokers. they are actually related. But this book, he talks about life. Noted biography writer David Ritz writes it with him. Lenny's on the cover of Men's Magazine, looking like a whole snackalicious. His life is interesting. The book is out. Lenny Kravitz and Let Love Rule. NeNe Leakes says that she was offered before, walking away, a chance to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but only for 6 episodes, not the 18 to 23 that's normally filmed, and she had to take a 75% pay cut. NeNe is very upset, and I say it during there every time I come on here. She goes, Sue, she mad. She is mad. Big honor for Will Smith and his family. They survived the entanglement, and Will and Jada and the kids, they recently were honored with the Robin Williams Legacy of Laughter Award. Will actually filmed a video. The late, great Robin Williams was sick at the time of his death, and he committed suicide. He and Will both played the genie in the various Aladdin movies. Robin Williams' family came up with the organization, Bring Change to the World, and just really honoring Will and that laughter. What I loved about the video that Will made, how laughter, it just puts stuff in you to laugh, especially a good hearty laugh. And how laughter is important, particularly in times like this that we're living in. Will laughed, they made it through the entanglement. He talked about why his eyes are always red. Will said that he drinks so much coffee that he's dehydrated, and his eyes are red and looks like he's always crying. He said they filmed that episode of the Red Table Talk at midnight, and they were like, we should have did this again because I didn't look really good in this. And it did look like he was crying, but Will says, I was not crying. He's dehydrated, the caffeine. But it was a really nice video that Will shot, explaining again, laughing, and getting this award from the Robin Williams family, the Legacy of Laughter. Taraji P. Henson is coming to Facebook Watch. We know her, the acting career, the fabulous roles. She's been a advocate for mental health for a long time. Peace of Mind with Taraji is going to deal with mental health, things that people don't want to talk about when you get into depression and how you feel, and being able and being open to talking about it and getting people to understand, because there is a stigma if you're just dismissed. It's crazy. But Taraji B. Henson, this is going to be so exciting for her. She's going to be bringing this to Facebook Watch. Batman with Robert Pattinson. Another casualty, y'all. It's not coming out to 2022. A lot of great movies. On a final note, wow, I did this without repeating a story. Dan Gaspy. He was married to model, author, restaurateur, lifestyle maven, B. Smith. B. Smith had Alzheimer's at the time of her death, and she passed away. I believe it was earlier this year. Towards the end of her life, Dan Gaspy, her husband, went public with his girlfriend. The girlfriend had moved in to his home with B. Smith. He said to take care of her, but he needed a companion. The woman was white. And he was like, y'all mad because she white. No, Dan. People are upset because they love B. Smith. And how could you do this to your wife? You married somebody for rich or for poor, for sick and health. Dan, what are you doing? Here's an update, y'all. And I'm going to try to do this without laughing. I believe in karma. The woman left him. She's gone. She left. Now y'all know what happened. How many people will run when the money gets funny? B. Smith was the brand, and she died. The money probably start drying up. They live extravagantly. So the money chipping away. And I'm going to tell you something. He was trying to get a reality show. Why did he go public? He was trying to get a reality show because reality shows will pay you money. But the thing was, nobody was biting. More people were appalled about this arrangement. They were like, dude, for real? You got to be kidding. For real? Nobody want to see you, the girlfriend, and your wife who's sick. So that fell through. Dan ain't got no money. He gonna have to sell some properties. Dan ain't got no money, and that woman she ran to the hills. And he mad. He did this interview with the socialite woman. He is mad. He is very bitter. Dan, that is what you get for being so disrespectful to your wife. Ain't nobody going to feel sorry for you. The way that you handled it, you and B. Smith had this amazing marriage, and then she got sick, and then you needed an excuse for having another woman and bringing the woman into your home. People love B. Smith. Admired. People were in shock. They were like, you were trying to get a reality show and nobody was biting. Now you ain't got no money and the woman left. She didn't leave because she was white. She left because that money was gone. Okay, I'm going to stop smiling so hard, but karma is real. Dan, you're going to have to find something else. You have to find some other way to make money. Because it's not cute not knowing. Subscribe to the channel, tell a friend. If you leave a comment, if I give you a heart, you know that I've seen it. Hit the like button, tell everybody it's not cute not knowing. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.